Unfortunately, the best way to survive flu season while having a medically fragile child is to avoid as many situations as possible that put your child at risk of catching an illness. Sometimes that requires having to miss certain family events, birthday parties, holiday events, even school and therapy. Because for medically fragile children, even the exposure to people in a household that have had the flu can be serious to their health. So it's extra important to be aware of the people that you put your child around when they're medically fragile. Yes, it's hard when any child gets sick, but when children that are medically fragile get sick, it's taken to a whole nother level that unless you've experienced and witnessed your child in such a fragile state, you just couldn't even comprehend. I've seen my daughter go through way too much already that if I can do something as simple as keeping her from a person that I know has the flu or a stomach virus or a cold, then I'm going to do that because I've seen Alyssa go through weeks of being ill and not being able to get out of bed, not being able to hold down her food, not being able to lift her head even on days because she's so weak and so fragile. When you've seen your child go through something like that, it changes you and makes you want to do even more to protect them. And if that means we have to miss a birthday party or a family event, then that's what we're going to do. What defines a medically fragile child? Medically fragile children are those children that have feeding tubes, tracheotomy devices, that need heart monitoring or IV medication administered. Any children that has extensive medical needs beyond your average care for other special needs children. Alyssa is considered a medically fragile child because of her feeding tube. That is her sole source of nutrition, and because of that, her needs can be extra challenging, especially during flu season. When Alyssa gets sick, it affects her in ways that are so different than the average person when they get a cold or flu, or even a stomach virus. She becomes very weak and very lethargic. She's unable to keep down her feedings. She constantly throws up. Alyssa's 5.5 years old and only weighs between 31 and 32 pounds. When she gets sick and she's unable to keep down her feedings, she can easily lose a pound or more during the week span that she's sick. She can get dehydrated very easily, and if it wasn't for her feeding tube, there would be many times that we would have to have hospitalized her based off of just a simple cold. We've been fortunate this flu season to not contract the flu in our household, but I will say Alyssa has had her share of illnesses over this season.
Your ear will not stop draining. Cannot wait for surgery. I know. Alyssa has not been feeling good today. She's been throwing up. What you see here, just a lot of mucusy stuff. Hey. She's okay. In her ear, we've started back on her ear drops. Because her ear, this ear right here, drains a lot. Sister okay? So, we just gotta get sister feeling better. Look at that nose. That nose, that nose, that nose. Night, night. Sister looks like she needs a nap.
Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to let me know. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel.